The real spiritual tea is that witches, warlocks, and covens need you depressed, anxious, and in chaotic emotional states so that their magic can actually work against you. Otherwise, dark or baneful magic simply does not hit the same when someone is a master of their own emotions and a master of their own thoughts. Witches, warlocks, and covens purposely target the emotions and the nervous system in order to lower the vibration and therefore the spiritual power of the person they are attacking. Because being in a low vibrational state makes it harder for your spirit and your aura to resist or deflect the attack. I've talked on my channel plenty of times before about how dark magic is a low vibrational form of magic that only works if the person being targeted is in a low vibrational state. When I say that this is a low vibrational type of magic, this has nothing to do with the strength of the magic, meaning that low vibrational magic can still be powerful, but it is the energies and the entities that this type of magic works with that makes it low vibrational. Dark or baneful magic works with low vibrational entities that incite low vibrational emotions like fear, hopelessness, paranoia, sadness, hatred, and etc. So, in order for the spiritual attacks to actually land and cause real harm or affliction to the person being targeted, that person must be in a low vibrational state, either due to the foods that they eat, substances or narcotics that they use, the people that they hang around or sleep with, or as we are going to discuss today, due to imbalances in their emotional state and their nervous systems. And so before I get into a few signs that your nervous system and your emotions could be under witchcraft attack, let me first share again my understanding of spiritual attack. Spiritual attack can occur in two ways. You can be actively targeted by a witch or warlock, meaning that literal spell work is being sent your way and a human is responsible for the attacks against you. And then the second type of attack that you could experience is from dark entities, what some people may call demons, what Christians may call principalities. These are intelligent dark spirits that are non-human. They do not have a human form, but they can attach to, influence, and or possess humans. Usually dark witches and warlocks have dark entity attachments, and these demonic entities are very usually the reason behind why witches and warlocks do what they do and how they do what they do. Meaning, a lot of times when witches and warlocks are doing dark or baneful magic, they are doing this with the assistance of demonic energies. They call on and they conjure these dark or demonic entities in their spell work. For my people with spiritual gifts, my psychics, my prophets, my healers, my astral travelers, and so on and so forth, these are the people who very usually experience spiritual attacks by dark entities since they are children. So here are some signs that your emotional state is purposely being thrown out of balance by witches, warlocks, or by dark entities. Sign number one, you've battled depression and or anxiety your entire life, even since childhood. You could have been a very melancholic child. And now as an adult, when you get the things you've always wanted, your dream car, your dream job, and etc., you still feel emotionally unfulfilled. Happiness could feel hard to find for you. And if this sounds familiar, this is definitely a sign of having a dark entity attachment or a familiar spirit, which means that you actually inherited this spirit through your bloodline, aka your ancestry. And oftentimes when I have done readings for people, I have been able to detect when a familiar spirit is operating in that person's life. There are certain signs and symptoms that are common across the board. And so if you suspect that a familiar spirit of some sort that you believe you may have inherited through your bloodline is operating in your life, please feel free to book a reading with me, and I'm happy to tap in with your spirit guides and your ancestors so that we can learn more about your situation. Sign number two, that your emotions and your mental state could be being purposely thrown out of balance by witches, warlocks, or dark entities, is that your emotional state is like a pendulum. You swing back and forth between extremely positive and extremely negative emotions. One week you could be extremely productive and progressive, and the next week you feel depressed and disinterested in life. And in worser cases, this could happen on a daily basis, where in the morning you may feel fine, but by the nighttime you may feel depressed, or you wake up feeling depressed in the morning. Begin to actually track when you feel the shifts in your emotional states. And you may begin to notice that these shifts correspond with the moon cycle. And if your emotional states and your mental health shifts with the moon cycles, then this is very well a sign of witchcraft attack. Why? Because the covenants that these societies make with demonic entities have to be renewed on a regular basis. To put it simply, they have to feed and pay the demons that they are working with in order for those demons to continue to work for them. And they will usually do this according to the moon cycles and according to astrological events. Sign number 3, you experience heavy nightmares or issues while sleeping. You wake up various times throughout the night. You have dreams within dreams where you think that you have woken up, but you haven't, or dreams where you cannot tell that you are dreaming. You sleep for an hour or two, yet it could feel longer. It could feel like 4 hours. It could feel like 6 hours. You dream of dark things or places. You dream of arguments or being sexually or physically violated. All of these sleep issues are signs of being attacked by low vibrational forces while you are in your most vulnerable state, which is during sleep. And so dark entities will target us during sleep because disturbed sleep causes an endless roster of emotional and mental issues, including psychosis, irritability, paranoia, mood swings, and depression. So a major reason that we are spiritually attacked in our sleep is so that our subconscious minds and emotions can be manipulated. So that when you are going through your day, you may actively wonder why you're anxious or nervous or irritated. And it could very well be because of dreams that you've had that need to be cleared from your subconscious mind and from your auric field. By triggering and manipulating our emotions, witches and sorcerers open portals to our minds and our spirit while we sleep. When we wake up, we must close those portals so that the magic and the spiritual attack that was sent to us in our dreams does not follow us in our waking life.